Hey guys, so before I get into this video, I just want to say first of all, I think I'm recording in HD. I'm not certain. From the camera screen in front of me it looks a little bit better, but I'm not too sure. I've only just started to fiddle with the camera settings, and because I need less time today because I'm only recording the one video, I think it should be working. So please leave comments below if you think it looks better quality, or if you think there's no difference, or if there is a difference but you prefer my other videos. Me in HD might not be the best thing, but never mind, I thought I'd give it a try anyway since I've got the time to do it. So today's video is going to be about the sex education show, as you can tell by the title. And I wasn't going to be doing this video, not because I didn't want to or anything, just because it never crossed my mind. And then I was on YouTube this morning and I saw that 4OD had uploaded it, and I thought, you know what, I'll talk about it. The show has just finished, it's not on TV now, but like I said, it is on YouTube, so you can go and catch it still. I'm not sure how long 4OD keep their videos uploaded for. What is going on with my collar? I'm not sure how long they keep their videos uploaded for, so yeah, it should be there for a while anyway, at least from when I'm posting this video. So the sex education show is basically as it sounds. It's sex education in a show, but it's not. It's different. I'll say that. Sorry if you can hear a banging. The builders are still in the building next door, and it is really frustrating. So the show was on for 4 days. January. No, it's not January. July 5th. Then it was on the 6th, 7th, and 8th as well. So it was on for 4 days. 9 o'clock till 10 o'clock on Channel 4. And basically what it is Anna Richardson, the presenter, who I'll talk about more in a second, goes around to schools, which I think were all down south. I could be wrong, I'm not sure. I can't remember where they were, but they weren't in my area anyway, thank goodness. But she went to these different schools, talking to the kids about what they know about sex and what they want to know and how much education they think they should have. And then there were some very graphic bits, and it was very informative, but it was done light-heartedly. Not that they approached the subject lightly, but it wasn't like we were watching a sex ed tape at school, which I don't actually ever remember watching them, to be fair, so maybe that's not a good thing, but never mind. So as I said, the presenter is Anna Richardson, who I thought I hadn't heard of, but I went on IMDb and I went on her website as well, which I will post a link in the below bar to her website, or maybe in an annotation here. That's a mouthful, an annotation, I can't say it, but never mind. So I thought I hadn't heard of her before, and it turns out she actually presented Super Size versus Super Skinny, which I watch sparingly because it makes me want to gouge my eyes out. She's done a few other things. She reminds me of a sort of more likeable Gillian McKeith. Now don't get me wrong, I adore Gillian McKeith. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. But she's sort of like a more likeable version of Gillian McKeith. She's written books and things, which if you want to know more about that, you can go on her website. I know I'll be checking out her books and things, because they look quite interesting. They're books about health food and things, but that's aside from this video. So she goes to these schools and she talks to the kids about sex and things, and the main part of it is in the school hall, which I think all the schools seem to have the same school hall, which is kind of weird. Unless they were in the same school throughout, but I don't think they were. So there's like a big white screen, and behind the screen, well, it's in front of the screen, it's on a big screen. There are 4 models, and they're all naked, and each episode has a different set of models. I think, now I could be getting this wrong, but roughly it was like the first episode was 4 guys, second was 4 women, the third was 4 stages of pregnancy, like never had kids, currently pregnant, had kids, and the pregnant woman's partner, which was totally random. And then old people, which was, I have to say, the most mentally scarring. And then so that's the main part of it, which is talking to the kids in the school hall. There's a little section where some of the kids go into the booth and they ask random questions that they want to know the answer to. And then there's a sort of text answer at the end of the question. And I've got to say, some of these questions are a bit weird. I mean, the kids she was talking to, they're not kids. I say kids, they're not like 12. They're like, well, I think the youngest, I think they were like 16 and up, so I think they were 6th formers, I think. But I don't think their age was ever actually given, apart from a few times. But they were legal age, if you like, so it's not as if she was teaching them weird things. And some of the questions they ask were like, well, that's just common sense, you know? I want to know who these kids' teachers are, because they clearly don't know that much. Some of them were really reasonable questions, you know? But some of them were like, well, what? You know? If you watch it, you'll know what I mean. It's really weird. a lot of people on Twitter, as you know, I am addicted to Twitter, were saying that these kids were like stupid. It's like, well, I suppose it's not the kids that are stupid, it's the people who are teaching them aren't teaching them the right thing. But it's really weird. But anyway, and then there are other bits where in each episode Anna visits a different sort of group of people, if you will, and talks about them, about their sex life. People who we don't see as sexual beings. I think that was the words that was used. Like you've got the disabled, and then she visits the sort of old people, if you will. And there's one woman who actually made it into the Twitter trending topics. Her name was, what was it, Juicy Julie or something? Something she said was hysterical. I'm not going to spoil it just in case you want to watch it, but it was very surprising, but brilliant. Then there was like people with like problems and things like Down syndrome and things. And then there was another one. Oh yeah, your sort of larger ladies, if you like, talking to them and things. So what it did was sort of show that, I think Anna's point was to show that although on TV you may see people as having sex as in being, I can't remember the exact word she used, but it was like thin and glamorous people, whereas she's bringing us into the real world and saying, well, no, it's not like that. So it was really informative, but it was very graphical. I will point that out now. If you go and watch it on YouTube, there will probably be a warning saying you have to be over 18 or something. But at the same time, because it's an education thing, it's not like porn or anything, you know. So because there's like an educational factor about it, I think it might not be. And also, I don't know if it's going to be available outside the UK, because I know I go and watch things like this is random, but Hearts of Fire. I was watching it one day, and then I went back the week later, and it said, "Oh, this cannot be shown in your outside in your country." I was like, "But I was watching it last week." So I know that sometimes they don't stream everything to every part of the world. So first of all, if you do seem to want to watch this, and then you find out that you can't watch it, I'm sorry, but maybe it'll be online somewhere else. But it's definitely worth watching, just because it's so random and so weird. You might learn a little bit, you might not. But it's just one of those things where you think, oh my god, this is going to be really weird and really boring. And then you watch it and you think, actually, this is quite, you know, I don't use the word enjoyable, but it's entertaining. And the presenter, Anna, she is fantastic. I'm definitely going to look out for more things she's been in. She produces as well and things. She's not just a presenter. So she seems really great. Plus, she looks like Kim Marsh a little bit when she's got her hair in this. On her website, her hair is really long and different, but in the sex education show, her fringe is like Kim Marsh's. So I was like, you look like Kim Marsh. But never mind. So the show itself, like I said, is very graphical. Don't watch it when you're having your tea or anything, because it will put you off, I promise you that. But if you're looking for something interesting to watch, maybe you want to watch it to gain knowledge, or maybe you just want to watch it to see what it's all about, which is why I watched it. I was curious. I was like, I'm going to watch this because I've never seen a TV show like this, and it's going to be weird. And I found myself watching all 4 of them. As did a lot of people. Like I said, a lot of it made it into the trending topics, which I have to say, I can't remember if it made it into just the UK trending topics or worldwide, but if it made it into the worldwide, people outside of the UK must think we're really weird, which we are, to be fair. But it's definitely worth watching, even just to see what it's like. It's, like I said, it's weird, but it's one of those TV shows that you don't think you're going to like and you actually do. I wouldn't say I love it. I probably wouldn't watch it again. I say that, but I probably would. But I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it again now that I've seen it once. It's not one of those things where I can't get enough of it. But it was really interesting to watch for the first time, so it's definitely worth going to see if you can like it and watch it. I'll put a link in the below bar to it if I can. But if not, it's just on the normal 4OD channel. And that's all I have time to say for about this, really. So like I said, yeah, let me know if this is in HD. I don't think the sex education show was in HD. Hope it wasn't. It didn't seem like it was in HD anyway, which is a good thing. But it's definitely worth seeing if you enjoy it. Feel free to leave comments and things and let me know if you did see it and if you did like it and if you are now mentally scarred. I'm not, luckily, but I know some people are kind of faint-hearted. So that's all I'm going to say about this, and time's running out, so that's all I really have time to say for as well. But yeah, feel free to let me know if you've seen it and things, and I will see you in my next video, which I am not certain what it's going to be. I think it'll be on My Family, the show, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so I'll see you next time. Bye guys!